Massive. I did tell you a long time that today we are talking to Kumar. You understand? Yes. Kumar of the Raging Fire Band, formerly of the Raging Fire Band. Now he's a solo artist. So today we are going to him for him to tell us more on why he moved from the Raging Fire Band and the likes like that. Yo, greetings, Kumar.
Greetings, Wagwan Jaja.
Yo, we're good, we're good. Welcome to Ghana, same way.
Yeah, man, it's a pleasure every time. Ghana massive, big up. This is Kumar, the original Fire, representing every time.
Massive. So, where are you at the moment?
Right now, I'm in Jamaica, I'm in Jamaica right now,
Oh,
with
okay.
the family. Yeah.
Oh, okay. We heard you were in, USA. That was 3 days ago, and
Yeah, man. I was in the US, for a minute because, back and forth between Jamaica and Florida, where we're getting some things started out, along with my former member of Raging Fire as well, Marlon moving, Big Rock, tough engineer, and, right now, I'm here in my push thing,
Massive. So, people, this is Kumar. You understand? Formerly of the Raging Fire Band. Now, Kumar.
Yes, Jaja.
We understand that you were a pianist, a professional pianist from the very beginning. How did it?
Yo, it's just You see, the thing is, when I left high school, I started to study architecture, engineering, but at that time, I was forced by my parents to do that. So in that space of time, I wanted to play, music. I wasn't a singer first. I was a piano player first. So I did an exam. I took an exam, and I came third place in the Caribbean and first in Jamaica. So I got a scholarship for classical music. So I was playing like classical piano and things like that for school. So that was where, first I started in terms of playing musical instruments on the piano. Then I moved on to the guitar, self-taught, to try and write my own music. And the rest is history, when I look at the fact that I'm singing roots rocking reggae music and playing reggae music, a lot of my musical knowledge came from being able to read music and being able to understand how music works, not just classical but African music. So my last album, Culture Walk, was based on my musical abilities. It wasn't just a roots album, it was a culture walk, traveling across the world, Indonesia, Mauritius, different places musically. I take something from each place and just try, feel each country's vibe, So that was my last project.
Massive. So now let's look at it this way. We also learned that you were an mechanical engineer student. What did you really get that to the background?
Yeah, well, you see, mechanically, it's like I live in St. Elizabeth when I'm in Jamaica, in the countryside, and where I come from, them have a big plant where people make like aluminum materials and they make so them ship out bauxite, them ship out aluminum bauxite from Jamaica. So a lot of the youth them who go school in Jamaica from my side usually end up get a job at that big company. So that's what I was studying first. You can work to design nuts and bolts and fix solutions within the engineering world, of structural and mechanical engineering. So me really have a knack for stuff like that, but I really love music. So me never stay too long a class, me get in a trouble with the parents, them waste them money. It's that big drama until me end up in a music school at a young age same way. So I was able to transform my life. I was able to say, all right, I have a message, and the most I've been talking to I. So I say, I have to sing, how I feel and put out roots and as soon as I made that decision, I realized the thing does change, Yeah, man.
Massive. All right, so now you coming or forming the Raging Fire Band and also being the lead singer of the Raging Fire Band. How was the journey like?
Well, to be honest, that journey was a very special time in my life because before I joined Raging Fire, I was already an artist. I had a different artist name. Many people don't know that. So when I joined Raging Fire, I already recorded around Birch and Shaggy them and enough ones.
Oh, okay.
I was already in music
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
So I joined the band and I was doing dancehall. I was
Wow.
even reggae. I was singing some dancehall tune before I joined Raging Fire, because as a young youth, I was like 17, 18-year-old. You know? And then when I joined the band, I decided that, all right, you know, we're going to take on your work and we're going to deal with it on a level. So my initial request from the band when I joined was I will join if we're going to do an album immediately. And them say, all right, because they were a band together before I joined the band. They were backing whole heap of different artists. So when I joined, I became the singer. I was like, yo, I have some songs, let's record them. And they had few songs as well, like Judgment Day was there before I went to the band. So I had to pick them up. Because the original songwriter of that song was in the band, but he left the band long before me joined. And nobody recorded the song, so I inherit that song, you know? Yes, Fire. So different from that, being in the band was a great thing, because I was able now to write a whole heap of songs about how I feel, Jah Glory, you know, I Revive, you know, Mankind. Nobody sang them. I mean, when I listen to Raging Fire, Ragamuffin, and when I listen to half of these songs, basically how Kumar feel, brave on the piano is something that Kumar feel, you know. So all of these songs is when I come up with, along with the musicians, you know, producing, and them say, yo, let's put this, that there. And so it was a great time. Touring wise with the band was wonderful, because only Africa we never touched down, brother. I tell you the truth. As a band, we toured extensively around the world.
Massive.
And we never touched the motherland. So
Massive.
we get a lot of calls. I get a lot of calls. And I know I have to touch Africa still, you know, come sing them songs for the people on a big level. Because I know Ghana love Raging Fire music. Kenya love it. You know, Senegal love it. Gambia love it. So I get the calls all the time, Fireball. But, you know, within any band, things and time change. And I have a whole heap of respect, you know, for the work that we do. But I am also an individual, and a lot of the songs them, I know I can create music same way, you know, as an individual, and link with other musicians, because there's limitations to being in a band, you know. Sometimes, you know, on the same page, things will not work out the best way possible for everybody. And I think leadership and management are two most important things within a band. You know, them things that have to really start out, see, successful on the level where everybody can survive and understand the mission.
True.
So I prefer to keep, you know, on the mission on my own terms as well, and just know the Father God there beside me, because don't worry, you know, we write that, you know, and that song was a rhythm I got from Frankie, Jah Glory. That song is a song I got from Frankie Music. So Raging Fire not even play a note. Not to discredit them, but they never had anything to do with some of the songs. Ragamuffin, they didn't play on Ragamuffin. I'm just showing you that a lot of these songs I work on with other people, and they became Raging Fire. Just like the Alba Rose song, that was Raging Fire playing. That was Kumar with the Wailers playing, and Alba Rose. So people need to understand that, so that, you know, music is life, and you can dislike the messenger, but the music will always come forth. And I mean, at the end of the day, I give thanks to them youth in a Raging Fire, and I hope them give thanks to I likewise, because together we did some great work. But now, I mean, we have to move on, and we have to keep working, and I dip on that journey right now, you know.
Massive. We're coming to that one, but and with a Grammy nomination in 2016, like, how was the feeling like? Did you feel like that was the highest point you could reach?
Well, no. I didn't feel like that was the highest point, you know. I think as a band we really could have won a Grammy, as well as, you know, went on to sell millions of records. That's what people would expect. But as I say, it's a mission Fireball, and a lot of the times we get sidetracked by even them little accolades and awards that people want to throw on us. I don't mind being recognized for work that I do. But also in the work matters more, you know, when you listen to the songs like Get Up, and songs like, you know, Wandering, songs on the album Everlasting, is like, it's supposed to affect change within people's lives. Even the ones them were give the award. You know, so if them did really take something from the music, it would show, you know, how them award ceremony run, and how them deal with people, you know. And so I think really and truly me give thanks, because the Grammys, when I get the phone call in the morning, you know, and they say, yo, Kumar, you've been nominated, you know, I felt good.
Okay. Lord God have mercy. So Massive, we have a technical challenge right here. We'll go back to Kumar and bring the conversation to you. But any which way, you listen to this particular tune here. Yeah, I understand. Listen to this particular tune.
The roughest storm, and I still keep my calm. Judge, I never fail me. Like the day I was born, such a blessed morning. Judge, I never fail me. Food I grew up on the farm, from only one grain of corn. Judge, I never fail me. Don't give up on your dreams, a breakthrough is coming. Judge, I never fail me. Eye by eye, reach and take. We're not that day by sun and night. Without full
massive rank for you. So let's get back to Kumar. You okay?
Yes, Fire,
you were saying
yeah,
something
man,
before.
Nice, man.
You were saying something before.
Yes, Fire. So as I was saying before, the call got cut. I mean, the Grammys is a major step in any artist's life, and me give thanks to that part of the journey. But I mean, my aim right now is to just keep making great songs, because a lot of people might be wondering how Kumar music sounds since the band. People might see me exploring a little bit with other genres and different sounds, but I mean, just give it time. And I think, just don't look at what you expect from Kumar. Just don't expect, just appreciate. The music. If you don't appreciate certain songs, then listen to ones that you like, because I mean, as an artist, we have to have freedom. We can make music and to feel how we want to feel, to actually express yourself. So me big up the Grammy the same way, man, and hopefully we have a next album we might drop in them bucket where them can say roots rocking music and positive music still
massive.
Out there and looking at a mad level, we have it on a level where we want to keep it professional and we want inspire enough youths, more come to Ghana and go in all the ghetto them in Ghana.
For real, we can't wait,
Them understand. No, man, around there some more go.
We can't wait,
At them place the Kumar for them and come chat to youth them and even teach to youth to play a guitar, a keyboard and how to bang and how to shuffle, make we get the music out there and just create, because that is life, Fire. And Ja really I'm old me fan come to Ghana, Africa until him set everything where we can come really meld with the people them and spend some good times, and learn to from the eye the same way,
Massive. So releasing the Culture Work album, you refer to that particular work as a brave body of work. Like, why did you name it that way?
Well, I mean, I think it was termed by the team as something brave because coming from out of Region 5, coming from the roots rock and reggae music, a lot of people would have expected me to come back with just one drop or some, some 80s sounding reggae or some lyrics that were, in the same style of writing, but I decided to explore a little bit more of myself as a musician rather than Kumar the artist or Region 5 the artist. So, the intro of Culture Walk, you would have heard some, African rhythms and different, and I actually did some talking. I actually did some talking rather than sing over the first track because I wanted it to feel more of a presentation, a rebirth, of Kumar. Trading Places as another song, I was very clear. I was trading places and I would do it over and over again just to be in a better place, mentally, spiritually, physically. So the album speaks for itself. To Grain of Sun, to Live Another Day, all of these songs were songs that I decided not to put them on a roots rocking reggae beat because I could, but I decided to make music where other people could get to discover Kumar, the musician. But I have my roots album coming in a Fire. The Family in Africa album to know that say Kumar
massive.
Some rocking roots when that drop, when the next album drop, all who did I say Kumar, simply Bridge Fire and make some other songs. Them are gonna say, yo, roots rocking reggae music still alive and well.
Lord God have mercy, Lord God have mercy.
But Kumar is versatile, so them know that too. Kumar is a versatile. So me give thanks, my Lord, and it's just forward movements with the help of the Most High, and with the beautiful fans out there who keep supporting and sending me some wonderful messages, let me know if you keep going. Yeah.
When I was listening to the Culture Walk album, I was like, so what would be the fans' reaction to the Culture Walk album, since you were, into this route? Like, did you get some reactions from the fans?
Yes, man, a lots of new fans, and then there's people who you don't know them. I'm gonna say them prefer Kumar as a part of Region, and I can understand that. A lot of fans preferred us as a band, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that for sure, and I've learned to accept that. A lot of people really enjoyed us. So now that we're no longer a team in terms of making music together, people might have their opinions. So that was also a part of the initial, part of release. But now, a year later, with other songs being released with Natalie Rice, me work with Rhythm Wise from Canada, and we release Never Give Up. So there's a whole heap of, different, things happening. So really for me, I never had time to even focus fully on what Culture Walk was doing out there, because I realized that I had to release a body of work just so people could get used to Kumar and understand that he's able to put out music. I'm a free agent. I'm no longer signed to a record label. So all of these different things were very important to me by releasing an album. So that was the aim, and not to become a number one with this album or to have the whole world saying, oh, Kumar is the greatest. No, the aim was to grow from where I was, and that was the beginning. So much more to come.
Oh, okay, massive. So now you were talking about a full root reggae album. Like, when is it coming, and what are we expecting from that particular album?
Well, right now, a full roots album, we'll look for that in 2022. And I'm working with Tads here in Jamaica. The same label working on Tanner Stevenson project and many great artists. So that album now have full live music, with the likes of the great Canon Fraser, Mr. Dean Fraser also on that album, working on the song. And Stevenson assisted on some songwriting for this album as well. So it's like a whole team effort of other musicians I look up to and respect, and who have the same value to Kumar, and say, yo, let's create. So I think this album will definitely be one fans look out for, and get used to Kumar again.
So what are we expecting to be the title of that particular album?
Well, right now, too early to say. In the past we've been talking about different kind of names, something to do with the times, and even just the fact of how government operate now. Because most of us are in a system and don't realize, how far reaching the system is. So I think, writing an album based on that kind of narrative, is something that people, need to hear in this time. But with the right music, So the album, we don't settle upon a name it, but it has something to do with, the state that we're living in, and just, the possibilities for the future. You understand? Yeah, man. So that album is something where people expect from roots reggae music. They'll be like, strictly
throughout.
Yeah, man, roots rocking, man. But before we get to the roots rocking, songs like More that is out there now and things, we're exploring between, so people can realize that, wow, he's versatile. Let's work with him. Let's, he's versatile, because you have to be in this generation of music, because the youths, them growing up now, while they love roots rocking and love reggae, them still want to know if you're competent enough to, sing in a for them style. Can I collaborate with a Wizkid? Can I collaborate with certain people? And I think it's possible to collaborate with anybody once you can, find a common ground where the music is concerned. And I think that's what I'm trying to do with my music. Bob Marley never had any limitations with his music. He was able to transcend all borders.
That's true.
Fela Kuti likewise. I listen to a lot of music and I realize that being an artist, it's different from being a musician. A musician, it's all about the music.
Massive.
It's all about the yes, I.
Massive. So Kumar, have you had any interaction with a Ghanaian artist on maybe a collaboration?
Any Ghanaian artist? Well, right now, I mean, to be honest, I've been searching. I've been looking through the whole catalog, and I really love what Ghana going with, because right now Ghana they're on the map.
Massive.
Yeah, but Ghana they're on the map right now. And to be honest, a lot of people don't realize that Africa is where everything is gonna change. You understand?
For real.
Africa. Yeah, man. Africa. So Sadoki and people like Kwesi. A lot of artists, you know, when I listen to Ghana music, I realize that, yo,
them good, you know.
I need to come there, you understand? Stone Boy, see, well, I think I met Stone Boy like once, you know, through the Morgan Heritage Link and the whole family.
Okay.
And through Jesse Raya, he's my good brother, you know. So, I mean, I really look forward to collaborating with whichever African artist is available as well, you know. So if it's a younger artist coming up in Ghana as well who like Kumar style and appreciate the respect for my work, then definitely I'm open, you know, to say, yeah, let's do something, let's make it happen, you know.
Massive. So Kumar, what is your message to, you know, this upcoming artist?
Well, right now, my message is, you know, stay focused, because a lot of the times it going to seem as if, you know, nothing is happening, especially in music. But that is when you have to love it. You have to wake up every day and love music all over again. You know, you have to wake up and make sure that the same passion you had when you just start, you keep that passion right through your career, because that's the difference between a lot of artists, you know. Some of them wait until they get big or they make a lot of money. And then, you know, everything changes in terms of the vibe and the quality of what they would put out and direction. So just stay focused, you know, have a network, have a community. Your network is your net worth, you know. So I think having a network of people who love your music and love you, stay close to them and share your music with them and have them help you promote yourself properly until you get where you're going. And don't forget them. You understand? Keep them close, go straight. So big up every young artist and yeah, keep your team together. That's it.
Massive. So what is your message to your fans in Ghana and Africa as large?
My message is, I'm coming. I am definitely coming to Ghana, and when I come, I am not leaving. I'm not leaving for a minute. I want to spend some time there and, you know, travel around and meet different, you know, parts of your culture, you know. And it's another culture walk for me coming to Ghana. It's like coming home, you know. So I look forward to the journey. And all the fans out there, whenever Kumar is coming, definitely want to have 100 guests. when we drop in at the ghetto, anybody say Kumar, may I come and show? Come in.
Massive.
Yeah, man.
Massive. So people, this is Kumar, you understand? Yes, Kumar Fyah, the original Fyah. Yes, the original Fyah. So, Kumar, any message for us? Entirety.
Well, entirely, you know, we have to just give thanks to life and don't worry about, you know, the wicked men and their evil playing across this planet, because none of them can stop your time. None of them can stop what is to come. The world is the Lord's and the future, you know. So everybody who there upon it, remember that and know, say, yo, we as African people, you know, just remember the Most High in all our doings. Remember yourself, you understand? Just remember life over death, and just remember, say, you know, roots rocking reggae music is a vehicle, but we are used carry, you know, some life across the planet. So whenever Kumar forward in, when I Jesse Royal, when I Chronics, when I, you know, when anyone out of the camp forward, you know it go, you know, Ghana.
Massive.
You know, and Judgment here, music for the rebels.
That's a big tune, you know, very, very big tune. Yeah, man. So Massive and crew, and we thank Kumar for passing through today.
Yeah, man. Yes, family, we give thanks.
All right, so big up everybody. We are tuning. That was, you know, Kumar Fyah formerly of the Raging Fire Band. Yeah. You understand? I forgot to even ask.
Yeah, man.
You know, you are a producer same way. This one escaped me. You are a producer same way.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, because the Culture Walk album, I was producer on the album, and I've worked on a lot of other songs, and even as a songwriter, I've written a lot of songs too, you know, out there for others. And so, I mean, I'm in the music. Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm in music, man. So, we big up everybody, and, you know, say production-wise, if there's a young artist out there who require that service same way, you can link forward, man, and, you know, get in touch with Culture Walk Moving, you know, on Instagram. And remember, fans, you can follow me at KUMARFYAH. That's my Instagram handle. Send a message, link up, like to meet some friends from Ghana, you know? Kumar Fyah.
Kumar Fyah. So we thank you very much for this particular time.
Yes, Fyah. Thank you for having me on the program as well, you know?
Massive, massive, massive. So that is Kumar Fyah, all the way from Jamaica, right here on the Afrikan Train show. And we thank everybody who are tuning in. The